In the heart of New York's relentless pace, Ethan Caldwell woke to another crisp morning in his upscale penthouse, a view of endless skyscrapers that barely warmed the chill inside. Despite the billions at his disposal and the power meetings that filled his days, he felt an emptiness that no amount of wealth could soothe. That very morning, as Ethan set off on his daily run on a state-of-the-art treadmill, his mind drifted to the routine of numbers and schedules. He sipped his freshly squeezed orange juice without tasting its warmth, lost in the mechanical rhythm of his success. Yet, something was different this day. A small, almost imperceptible detail that would soon alter his entire perspective. The night before, on a bustling city sidewalk, a young girl named Sophie had found a black leather wallet lying quietly on the pavement. With her little brother Liam by her side, whose hunger had left him weak, Sophie's heart swelled with a mix of worry and determination. Despite their own hardships, she had carefully removed a single $20 bill to buy a loaf of bread for Liam. Before returning the wallet to the kindly neighborhood baker, she tucked inside a handwritten note. "I'm sorry my brother is hungry, so I took just one bill to buy bread. I promise I'll pay you back." Later that day, when Ethan discovered the note hidden among his belongings, he felt a rush of emotion he hadn't known in years. The simplicity and honesty of a child's gesture shattered the barrier of his isolation. Here was a moment of raw humanity, a reminder that true wealth is measured not by money, but by the compassion we extend to one another. This powerful story of transformation is brought to you by Acts of Kindness Stories. It reminds us that even in the midst of towering success and dazzling fortunes, the smallest act of kindness can reach deep into our souls. Sophie's brave decision to do what was right, despite her own struggles, opened a door in Ethan's heart, a door that had been closed by a life of excess and indifference. Today, Ethan embarks on a journey to rediscover what truly matters, sparked by the unassuming words of a child. In a city where hurried footsteps often drown out quiet miracles, this single act of honesty became the catalyst for a profound change. A shift from loneliness to connection, from isolation to caring. Stay with us as we explore how this unexpected encounter reshaped a life, proving that every kind act, no matter how small, can create ripples of hope and transformation. Welcome to Acts of Kindness Stories, where genuine moments of care remind us all of the beauty in our shared humanity. Ethan Caldwell's day took an unexpected turn when a small, unassuming moment altered the course of his meticulously ordered life. Earlier that evening, as the city's neon glow mingled with the cool dusk, a worn black leather wallet slipped silently from his designer jacket. It landed unnoticed on the wet sidewalk, a fleeting misplacement amid the relentless hurry of New York streets. A short while later, two young siblings, Sophie, a determined 5-year-old, and her tender 3-year-old brother Liam, stumbled upon the wallet. Their small bare feet, clad in faded socks, carried them through the familiar maze of their daily struggle. With wide eyes and trembling fingers, Sophie carefully opened the wallet. Inside, neatly arranged $100 bills and important cards told a story of wealth far beyond her world. Yet what caught her attention wasn't the money itself. It was a simple, handwritten note that lay atop the bills. In earnest, childlike script it read, "I'm sorry my brother is hungry, so I took just one bill to buy bread. I promise I'll pay you back." In that moment, Sophie's decision to return the wallet, despite the temptation to use the cash to feed herself and Liam, revealed an honesty and integrity that transcended the harshness of their reality. Determined, she tucked the note back into the wallet and with Liam clutching her hand, they made their way to the modest neighborhood bakery, a place known simply as Sam's Corner, where the owner had always offered a warm smile and a small kindness to those in need. At the bakery, Sam, an unpretentious man who had spent years serving the community with genuine care, recognized the children immediately. He listened intently as Sophie explained how they had found the wallet. With a compassionate nod, Sam assured them that the wallet would be kept safe until its owner could be located. Though he offered them bread and small comforts, his eyes betrayed the weight of the story unfolding before him. The next morning, high above the bustling streets, Ethan awoke in his sleek penthouse with a lingering sense of disquiet. Amid his routine, endless board meetings, strategic calls, and solitary workouts, The realization struck him as he prepared for the day. His wallet was missing. Initially, it was just another trivial inconvenience, but as the minutes ticked by, the loss began to gnaw at him. Not because of the money, but because of the irreplaceable documents and memories contained within it. Retracing his steps in his mind, Ethan remembered the bakery he had visited the previous night, a quaint, unpretentious establishment far removed from the glamour of his daily life. With a mounting sense of urgency and a rare willingness to disrupt his meticulously scheduled day, he raced to Sam's corner. The familiar chime of the door and the comforting aroma of freshly baked bread greeted him. Sam, recognizing Ethan immediately, revealed that the wallet had been safely kept, and that it had been returned along with a note that had stirred emotions deep within the billionaire. Reading the note, Ethan felt something shift inside him. The child's sincere apology and the selfless act of only taking a single bill for bread pierced through the armor he had built around his heart. It was a reminder that, despite the vast material wealth that defined his life, there existed a form of richness far greater, one measured by compassion, responsibility, and genuine human connection. Over the next few days, Ethan found himself unable to shake the impact of that fragile note. He began frequenting Sam's corner not for the gourmet coffee or the sophisticated ambience, but for the quiet, genuine moments that reminded him of a world beyond boardrooms and high-stakes decisions. Conversations with Sam, who recounted how the children had appeared in his shop almost every evening, painted a picture of resilience and raw vulnerability. These children, living on the fringes of society, carried within them a strength and honesty that was rare, even among adults. Ethan's curiosity and concern grew into an unexpected mission, to find Sophie and Liam and offer them the stability he had long forgotten how to provide. Abandoning his usual mode of operation, he spent days wandering the bustling neighborhoods of the city, speaking with local shopkeepers, shelter workers, and even street vendors. Every conversation revealed the same heartfelt descriptions of two children who, despite their hardships, had maintained an unwavering bond and a sense of dignity that defied their circumstances. Each encounter left Ethan more determined to learn about their lives. He visited community centers, listened to the stories of those who had encountered the siblings, and absorbed every detail of their struggles and small victories. In these interactions, he realized that the city he thought he knew was layered with countless untold stories of hardship, hope, and the relentless pursuit of dignity. For the first time in years, he felt connected to something larger than his personal ambitions, a calling to help mend the fractures in a world he had long ignored. One chilly evening, as autumn's brisk air seeped into the crevices of his pristine penthouse, Ethan's search led him to a quiet residential block on the east side. A compassionate neighbor recalled seeing two little figures huddled together near a dilapidated building, their eyes reflecting both fear and fierce determination. That image haunted him, compelling him to dig deeper into the lives of these children. Each piece of the puzzle, an abandoned coat with a crumpled note, the scent of homemade bread lingering in the air, and whispered rumors among local residents, wove a narrative that was as heartbreaking as it was inspiring. Ethan's journey was not merely about retrieving a lost wallet. It was about reclaiming a part of himself that had been lost in a world of opulence and isolation. With every passing day, his initial shock gave way to a deeper empathy and a commitment to do more than just return what was lost. He began to see the world with fresh eyes, a city where the smallest acts of kindness had the power to transform lives, including his own. In conversations with Sam, Ethan learned more about the children's daily routines, their silent struggles, and the harsh realities they faced on the streets. The more he listened, the more he understood that his sudden quest to help them was not born of pity, but of a sincere desire to honor the extraordinary courage that Sophie and Liam had shown. Their act of returning the wallet, coupled with a heartfelt note, served as a catalyst for his own transformation, a call to action that challenged him to rethink his values and redefine success. Ethan began to make small changes in his own life. Meetings were rescheduled, and corporate decisions postponed as he focused on finding practical ways to support these children. He explored community programs, reached out to local charities, and consulted with experts on child welfare to understand how best to offer sustainable help. It was a steep learning curve for someone who had spent decades immersed in the world of high finance and luxury. Yet every step he took filled him with a sense of purpose that he had never felt before. Back at Sam's Corner, where the simplicity of life was on full display, Ethan's presence began to shift the atmosphere. Regular patrons, initially startled by the sight of a renowned billionaire mingling with ordinary people, soon recognized in him a genuine warmth and willingness to listen. Stories emerged of how a single note had not only returned a wallet, but had also reawakened a dormant humanity in a man who had long been estranged from the very world he ruled. While the city continued its relentless pace outside, inside, a quiet revolution was taking place, a transformation fueled by the honest words of a small girl and the unbreakable bond between two siblings. Through his persistent search and heartfelt conversations, Ethan discovered that true wealth lay not in the numbers flashing on his digital devices, but in the enduring impact of compassion and care. His quest to find Sophie and Liam was not just about rescuing two lost children. It was about mending the fractured parts of a society that had forgotten the value of genuine human connection. This unfolding story, set against the backdrop of New York's glittering skyline and shadowed alleys, is a testament to the unexpected ways in which life can change. It is a reminder that even those who seem to have everything may harbor a void that only the purest acts of kindness can fill. As Ethan continued his search, every step, every conversation, and every shared moment began to stitch together a new narrative, one where hope and humanity reclaimed their rightful place amid the chaos. In every humble gesture at Sam's Corner, in every recollection from the community about the children's courage, Ethan found the resolve to move forward. The quest had grown into a personal journey, reshaping his understanding of success, happiness, and the responsibilities that come with wealth. Each detail, from the crisp sound of freshly baked bread to the soft murmur of encouraging words shared among strangers, reinforced a simple truth, that the power of a single act of honesty could reverberate far beyond what anyone had imagined. By embracing the lessons taught by Sophie and Liam's selfless act, Ethan stepped into a role that challenged everything he once believed. It was no longer about the accumulation of riches, but about cultivating a legacy of kindness, empathy, and transformative care. A legacy that could change not just one life but the lives of many. This is the story of how a lost wallet, a child's sincere note, and the courage to change can intertwine to create a new beginning. It's a journey of rediscovery, where the harsh glare of wealth gives way to the soft glow of human connection, and where every act of kindness plants the seeds for a brighter, more compassionate future. Ethan's journey, sparked by a lost wallet and a child's humble note, reached a turning point that reshaped not only his life but also the lives of those around him. The act of returning that wallet, despite the vast wealth it contained, opened his eyes to a deeper kind of richness, one built on honesty, compassion, and the unyielding strength of the human spirit. In every quiet conversation at Sam's Corner and every step through the city's overlooked corners, Ethan discovered that true success is measured by the care we extend to others and the connections we forge along the way. As the days passed, the echoes of that small, sincere gesture grew louder. The community rallied around the story of Sophie and Liam, their courage sparking a broader movement of empathy and support. People began to see that no matter where they came from or how much they had, the smallest acts of kindness can bridge worlds and mend broken hearts. Ethan's transformation reminded us that when we open our hearts, we also open the door to healing and hope. Now, as Ethan continues to walk this new path, his life is a living testament to the power of genuine care. The children's bright smiles, the warmth of shared meals, and the simple joy of being seen for who we truly are have all come together to form a legacy that transcends material wealth. It's a legacy of resilience, of learning to cherish the moments that truly matter, and of creating a future where every act of kindness plants a seed for a better tomorrow. Thank you for joining us on this deeply moving journey with Acts of Kindness stories. If this story has touched your heart or inspired you to see the beauty in everyday acts of compassion, please like this video, share it with those who need a reminder of the power of empathy, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters, and together, we can spread a ripple effect of positive change. We're on a mission to reach 10,000 subscribers, and every like, share, and comment helps us continue to bring you stories that uplift and transform. Stay connected with us as we explore more real-life moments of courage and kindness that remind us all what it means to be truly human. Remember, the smallest act of kindness can ignite a spark that changes lives. Let's keep that spark alive, one story at a time. Thank you for being a part of our community. Together we can make a difference.